this is another video, but this is a new series. We'll see how it works. But the name of this series is Interview with a BIC. And what I wanted to do was give some of you all the opportunity to meet with some of my favorite BICs. When we're in class, you all are always asking me questions like, where should I go? What should I ask a BIC? What are the offices like? So because I'm lazy, I figured I would let them tell you. So my very first video is starting with two of my very favorite people. And you know what? I could tell you so much about them, but I'm going to let them tell you about themselves. So here you go. So Sam, Becky, tell me about you. Who are you besides being some of my favorite people? Tell me about yourselves and loosen up. Yes, there you go. Loosen up. Hi, happy Tuesday. Look, I love y'all's office. And I see your little plant there. I love it. Welcome to Interview with a BIC. Tell me who you are. I mean, obviously, I just gave your names, but tell me who you are. Tell me about your company. Take it away.
Well, my name is Sam Koch, and this is Becky Durrant. I am technically the broker in charge of our brokerage, Dream Team Realty Group, but Becky and I are partners in the business and business partners and best friends and all of the above. Life partners.
You're the cutest partners.
So you get 2 for 1 today.
Yeah. So really, technicality is that I'm the broker in charge, but I mean, really, we share all the responsibilities of our business and supporting our agents.
How long have you all been around?
In real estate or Dream Team?
Both. I think both is a great question.
Sure. Sam, just over 6 years in real estate. I've been in real estate just over 5 this year. We started Dream Team 3.5 years ago.
Yeah, August 2017, we opened the doors
to the dream.
What was your goal for opening up? What was your dream? I mean, obviously it's called Dream Team, Realty. What was your dream?
Well, I think we both needed to make a change in the way that our real estate businesses were flowing. We both were on the same team with a large, franchised real estate firm, and we had great experiences there and really got our foundation for our businesses laid out. But we just decided, we kind of want to step out and make this thing our own and have a little bit less, corporate red tape and provide an atmosphere where we could really help, our businesses grow and our agents' businesses grow.
That's awesome. So you actually have the experience of having been on a team and now also doing it on your own. So this is going to be going to people who have never been in real estate and some people who are thinking about changing their real estate life. What would you say this difference between being on a team and being in a small brokerage?
Wow. Well, there's a lot of differences for us. I think the biggest one and the biggest, one of the biggest reasons that maybe we didn't even know we needed or wanted to leave was really just truly being independent in our business and running our business the way that we want it to. Because when you're on a team, you're kind of running your business the way the team lead wants you to. And I think with the larger brokerage as well, we had a lot of really great training, but they're kind of training you in the way that they see, a realtor to be. And the beauty of real estate is that everyone's so unique and everyone brings such different talents to it and different strengths to it that no 2 businesses really are alike because no 2 people are alike. And you're in real estate, you're basically, branding yourself. So I think that was a big takeaway that we've kind of learned over the years. And something that we put into Dream Team with our own agents is allowing them, the freedom and the flexibility to run their business the way that they truly want and need to versus the way that, we think it looks, because there's no, box with a little ribbon on it that here's how a real estate agent should be. So, we've learned that over the years.
Awesome. Well, how many agents do you all now have in your office?
So there's 7 of us total, and we like to call ourselves a boutique brokerage, make it a little fancy. But, we're just a small non-franchise brokerage. And, we don't know how big we want to grow or how big we want to be in the future, but we do know that, keeping tabs on a small, close-knit group is really where we can, affect change in people's lives most effectively, and really focus on our agents and focus on their businesses. And, to us, running a brokerage is not all about, the number of bodies that we have in the office or, with our firm. It's truly about, the talent and the value that each agent brings to the table for the whole group.
So how would you describe your culture? What's it like?
Well,
What's it feel like in an office meeting?
We hope it's awesome. I mean, that's the goal, right?
Well, you all are awesome, so it has to be. But again,
it's pretty formal. We get the job done as far as the discussions that we need to have to propel everyone's business forward, but it is informal. We actually start with the woos and poos.
So, what is the woos and whoos?
So the woos and poos. So kind of how you start with tell me something good. We've got the woos, which is, tell me something good. And then the poos, without going down a rabbit hole, tell us something that was maybe not so good this past week, because we have weekly meetings.
I am going to have to steal that. The woos and the poos. Oh, I love it. I love it so much. All right. Well, then you all tell me something good. Tell me something excellent that happened in your business this week. Something that, whether it was you or your brokers or business-wise, what can you tell me?
Well, this is exciting, being able to visit with you and tell everybody about ourselves. We've been looking forward to this. I don't know. I think, we're at the end of year 3 for our business, and things have just really, taken off for us. And, COVID and all this year, our agents are really, putting their nose to the grindstone and getting it done. And we're really starting to see things grow in the direction that we've been, wanting this whole time. And I mean, don't get me wrong, we've failed plenty. We've started over and rerouted our journey several times through this. I mean, fail forward, fail faster. We really believe in that. And I think we're just wrapping up a really great year, and have been reflecting on that a lot here in the past couple weeks.
So you are looking to grow, right?
Sure.
All right. For the right person, and what would that right person look like?
Yeah. And I think that's our perspective has kind of changed on that as well. The first year of Dream Team, we really kind of, boots to the ground, settled in, not looking to grow quite then until we were ready, with our systems in place and getting everything the way that it should be before we bring other people in. So once we did, it was a nice learning curve for us. I think we've grown a lot as individuals, and as our brokerage has grown. So just in this last conversation that we've had about growing or recruiting for the new year, we've taken it way down from the last couple of years. We're looking at 3, or less quality agents. And we just have such a great tight-knit unit right now, that, everyone really adds value to each other's business and to their own business, and helping, it's like a family, it's like a team, even though everyone works independently. So it's really more about the quality of the agent, than just bodies in the firm.
So I'm going to have agents that are brand new to the business or just kind of starting out. What is something you wish you knew? Or what is something that you're so glad that you did? What should somebody want to know? Like, what should
you don't know, you don't know what you don't know. And coming out of pre-licensing and post-licensing, I mean, you just have no clue. And every transaction is different. So I think, both of us were lucky and blessed enough when we started our real estate career to have great mentors. I mean, I know, Candace, you were a huge support for me when I first started as an independent agent. And, I think it's just surrounding yourself, with the right people. And that's going to, a big part of that's going to be joining the right firm. And I think, having that training and that support, and you're not going to learn it all in one day, but to be able to ask questions and really have someone hold your hand through the first, couple transactions, it just, it's so huge because you really do kind of feel like you've jumped in the deep end when you're doing your first deal. And, at that point, pre-licensing and post-licensing, none of it matters. You're in the trenches.
You're just trying to keep it alive, just trying to keep your head above water.
Yes.
All
right.
Having
the right people around you. I mean, that is truly the ticket.
What else do you think somebody thinking about your group should know? What would you want somebody to know about you all as a team? Anything that we haven't said yet?
Well, for us, I think the cornerstone and the foundation of our firm is really our agent support and our culture, which we've kind of already touched on. But standards are really important to us in our firm and people coming in. We like to say that we try to hold ourselves to a higher standard than what the industry average is. And also we're really just committed to education for ourselves, continuing every day, and for our agents. We do a lot of lunch and learns and trainings and really group collaborations where we all kind of chime in and help each other move forward in our businesses. And then work-life balance is really important to us as well. Real estate can be all-consuming in all parts of your life if you let it. So that's really important to us. And then the fourth thing I think that kind of encompasses all that support and culture is really integrity. And I think, unfortunately, real estate agents tend to get a bad rep out there, and it's kind of like the wild, wild west sometimes. There's not a lot of, like we have rules and ethics we have to follow, but it's so nuts out here sometimes. So for us, there's a lot of gray area. I mean, and as unfortunate as that sounds, it's the truth. So, for us, integrity, always doing the right thing, always, every time, no matter who's looking, even if no one will ever know what you did. So I think that is really like, having new agents come to join us, that's got to be their mindset. That has to fit into their lifestyle and their personal culture for it to be a fit for us.
Yeah. And I mean, as a new agent coming in, of course, that's kind of your motto too, or should be, I would hope. But then you get into these situations where it's very gray and very muddy, and, you could do this and nobody would know, or you could, just say this and nobody would know. And it gets to a point where you just have to, like, deep in your heart, be committed to having the highest integrity. Otherwise, you get down the slippery slope, and we're certainly not interested in surrounding ourselves with anyone who's doing that. But we see it a lot.
So if an agent is thinking about you versus another company, what is it that you offer them? What can you say an agent gets with you that they should be really looking forward to?
Well, I mean, I think aside from the awesomeness that we've talked about, like, the stuff on paper that they can really compare one firm to another, that's not getting into the embodiment of who we are as a collective unit, is I think some great perks, is not having, you don't have to pay if you're not making money. We have very competitive splits, and there's no transaction fee or monthly fee or office fee or whatever, it's called in other places. So you're not just paying, to be a body in the firm or be a part of the firm. I think another one, is probably the referral piece.
Yeah. So if you're an agent and, your sister lives in Maryland, and you send out, your sister as a referral to an agent in Maryland who they end up buying a house with, you get a referral fee for that. And typically your firm would take their normal commission split out of that referral. We do not do that. You get 100% of that referral because it doesn't go through our system. It's not a liability on our firm because we're not working the transaction. So that's kind of a great perk. We've really had some of our agents taking advantage of that this year. I think we've touched a little bit on the training piece. We are really involved in that. All of our training for our agents is free. We schedule a lot of lunch and learns, a lot of, additional activities just to stay educated. And we really do that as, to support our agents. And I think that's huge. Another thing is we have a full back end transaction management software that's in place, and we pay for that. Our agents don't. It, handles all of your transactional documents, all of your e-signing platform. It tracks all your commissions. So it's really like a central hub that, most of the big franchise firms offer things like that. And we kind of have our own version of that in place, which is really beneficial, I think.
Yeah. And back to the trainings, I think, we keep touching on, because it's really important to us that we're all keeping our numbers in front of us, keeping our goals, not just professional, personal, and otherwise, in front of us, so that we have that balance. We do a quarterly kind of review or quarterly one-on-one with each agent, just to reflect back on that and allow them to, put it out in front of them, discuss anything that's giving them any kind of, hiccups along the way, to just work through that. And then we have an annual retreat every year as well. And then Sam and I have a semi-annual retreat as well, so that we can just review everything and discuss, Sam had said, fail forward, fail faster. We're big on failing as fast as we can, so that we can get to, a spot that we need to be, and our agents can as well.
So here's a question I know that you are not prepared for, but come on, it's me. What do you think your office mascot would be?
Well, let me start while Sam's thinking of that. We have kind of our own, not mascots, but we have, last year at our Christmas party, we gave everyone, I don't know what you call it, kind of their own name or nickname or personality embodiment.
Like a personality tag,
yeah,
kind of deal.
And what were y'all's personality tags?
I was badass.
Hey, I like that.
Sam, of course, was.
I was the savant. I guess that's how you say it.
Yeah.
I don't know, like a knowledge share or
yes.
Mine was a little more fancy.
Yes. Sam, well, that's pretty much
our agents. Our agents assigned those, to us. So that was kind of cool, because we did the same for our agents, but for them to reciprocate that and kind of collaboratively as a group, like come up with how they see us or how they perceive us. That was pretty cool.
Awesome.
I don't know about our mascot. Like an animal?
An animal? Like, go. I was Blue Jays in high school, so go Blue Jays. Like, do you think there's an animal or just something? It could be a toaster. I know, right? I ask those questions you're not prepared for. What would be your mascot?
That's hard.
I think it would be like a kind of like disheveled, scrappy, but also refined cat of some sort. Can we get one of those?
Yes, you can.
Like one of those beautiful exotic cats.
Yeah, it's a little messy.
Just a little messy, just a little street tough there, willing to take it on. I love it. All right, so if somebody's thinking they want to know more about you, about the firm, how should they go about reaching you?
Well, we're on Facebook. We have a website, dreamteamrealtync.com. They can always call or text me or Becky directly, email. We're pretty available most of the time. And I think that too is one of the big things that kind of come with joining a smaller or boutique brokerage, especially in our case, is, our agents really have access to us one-on-one. And I'm not saying, it's at midnight on a Tuesday, but, Becky and I are very available and want to be available for our agents. And I think it's kind of cool that everybody feels like they can just, shoot us a text or give us a call any time of the day. There's not, a lot of waiting around for our agents to get in touch with us.
I love it. So everybody now, just so you know, they can see your contact information on the screen. So y'all don't call them at midnight, but definitely call them. Like I said, I do enjoy both of them very much. So any last parting words you'd like to say to anybody?
I mean, I think we can just leave it with our motto.
Oh, yeah.
What's your motto?
Mission statement, really.
Well, I guess it's a mission statement.
Yeah.
I don't know. You can see this. It's kind of wordy. So.
We are a community of outward-focused dream makers who engage our talents in real estate. We embrace growth through invaluable contributions each agent brings to the table. I like it. Oh, I love it.
Yeah, we worked really hard on this last year.
Yeah.
And this is just really embodies like what's important to us and shows how collaborative we are as a group, and the fact that, yes, we're real estate agents, but that's just where we're putting our talent. We're people, we're all individuals, we all bring different value, and it just happens to be in the arena of real estate. So pretty cool.
You all get the heart. I love that. Very good. I love it very much. All right, so I'm going to say goodbye, and I'm going to switch this scene for us. So y'all, I hope that was helpful. This was my first interview with a BIC, and I want to thank both of them, both Becky and Sam, for just being patient with me and being willing to open up. For those of you all who are watching, I hope this is helpful. You should definitely ask questions. You should find out and really know about the company that you're working with, and stop asking me, because I don't know. I don't run a company. So I will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.